Welcome to this FEA Industry Insight run-through of the cooking and warming equipment sector. Here we will show you what information you can possess as an Industry Insight subscriber. Here we are on the overall market summary dashboard. If we look at the top, we have the total machines figure. This is the figure of all the machines currently in the UK. Next to that, we have the total sites. These are the sites in operation where these machines can be found. This total sites figure is then broken down between group and independent operator, represented by these two figures here. To the left, we have a list of all the equipment that is registered and available on FEA Industry Insight. By selecting the drop-down button to the side of the main category, you can open up details of the subcategory types of equipment. These are also broken down by sites, total machines across those sites, and then the average machines per site. In the middle, we have the date selection slider. This allows you to select a date going back to the 1st of April 2020, which is the date that FEA Industry Insight actually went live. You will notice as well that once you've selected your date and left it on the particular date that you are looking for, the figures on the dashboard itself updates to reflect the date that you have selected. Below that, we have a pie chart that represents sector split by machines across 15 operator sectors. Here, this interactive pie chart allows you to hover over the exact sector to see the total machines represented as a percentage and as an actual figure. And as it says there, right-click to drill through. If you right-click, this is another feature of FEA Industry Insight, whereby right-clicking will reveal a list of those pubs and clubs that are home to those particular machines. On the right-hand side here, we have a map of the UK broken down into 12 geographical regions. Again, you can hover over each of these regions and it will give you a figure for total machines and the total sites within that region. What you can also do, if you want to highlight a particular site, you can select that site, and then that updates the figures again on the dashboard for that particular region. Clicking just outside of that then resets the whole dashboard to give you a view of the overall market summary within the UK again. To the right here, we have filters. The filters allow you to delve even deeper into the data that is displayed. We have the sector filter, which is similar to the sector tabs at the bottom of the screen, but actually offers a few more options. The subsector filter allows you to select anything from casinos to prisons to theme parks. Below that is the region filter. These are the same regions that feature on the map of the UK. The tab filter aligns the same sectors listed on the tabs at the bottom of the dashboard. Licensed pertains to whether a venue is licensed to sell alcohol or not. Wholesaler details a comprehensive list of UK wholesalers that, when selected, shows the region that those wholesalers operate in and the amount of machines that they use. Contract caterer details a comprehensive list of contract caterers that, when selected, shows the regions that those contract caterers operate in and the amount of machines that they use. And has accommodation looks at those businesses that have accommodation. Along the bottom, we have the tabs that we mentioned previously. The first tab we have is the LyfecycleTab, a fairly new addition to FEA Industry Insight. This tab gives you the age of equipment within the UK sector at the moment, starting at equipment less than 3 years old, 3 to 7 years old, 7 to 10 years old, and then 10 years old and above. And this again can be broken down by each of the particular equipment categories here, and the little button here allows you to expand each of these to then show the equipment subcategories that fall under that. The rest of the tabs, they are specific to the sectors that you see listed here. So if we look at accommodation venues, for example, you will notice that the display is slightly different from the previous screen and also the overall market summary. because this delves even deeper. So you still have your list of equipment here detailed, and again with the slightly different headings. So accommodation and venues, this is broken down because this is applicable to the sector that we've chosen itself, and again with the total number of sites there. But what we also have, which is different to the overall market summary, is a list of the top 20 groups. Here, this is a list of all the top 20 accommodation and venue groups. Clicking on one of those then updates the information here so it's specific to that particular group. So it allows you to really get to the finer detail if you've got a specific group that you want to look at. And again, this then shows you the breakdown of that particular group and essentially the accommodation or venue that falls within that group. If we just cycle through the tabs at the bottom here just to show you, pubs and clubs is the same. Here we have a list of the top 20 groups. Full service restaurants, again, top 20 groups is there. Quick service restaurants, again, and so on and so forth for the rest of the tabs. If we take it back to the overall market summary just to bring it all back, this then updates and then shows you the overall market summary within the UK as a whole for cooking and warming equipment. If you've got any questions or would like a run through of the FEA Industry Insight platform, then please contact a member of the team and we'll be happy to give you a run through and a more in-depth guide as to what FEA Industry Insight can offer.